Holy cow. Let me tell you what, it is cold. You guys up north think it's cold? Come down to Vero Beach, Florida today. It's like 52 degrees. Yes, I'm a big baby. Hello everyone, KJ4YZI, HamRadioConcepts. Today is winter field day out here at Vero Beach. Tonight the temperature is supposed to be like 26 at my house. But so we're at Round Island Park in Vero Beach, over on the beach side. We're on the west side. But we've done winter field day before. And you may ask, what is field day? What is winter field day? There's a summer field day, there's a winter field day. If you're new to the ham radio hobby, if this wind doesn't wipe out my microphone here, what is field day? So we're going to talk about that and just show you what the guys here at Vero Beach do. A lot of camaraderie, not so much as who's going to have the most signals, but they got the club trailer out here. Club trailer, they have, everybody's got a little part in it. We had a amazing Angus burgers for lunch with all beef hot dogs, not the cheap stuff.
Yeah, sitting over there. Put some over there just a minute ago. They're going quick. I got an extra cheeseburger going here.
Yeah, I'd like the cheeseburger.
Well, here you go.
Ooh.
Thank you so much.
Chef John at the helm.
Thank you, sir.
Club does a real good job making sure we have something to eat. The donations and the memberships and all that. So if you're around the area of Vero Beach, this is definitely a club you want to choose if you want to be in a ham radio club. A lot of stuff to go on. So let's talk about winter field day and see what's going on. And also, I'd like to thank my beautiful sponsors at HamRadioPrep.com. I've even brought some of their stickers here for the people that might stop by that are new. Ham Radio Prep is a great way to get your ham radio license if you're interested in becoming part of this and want to get licensed. I know a lot of people that have used Ham Radio Prep. I believe in it. It's a great service. Check out the link in the description below. Save 20% when you use the code ERIC20. Thanks to Ham Radio Prep for helping me make these videos with their sponsorship. Round Island Park, right here, right at the border of Vero Beach and Indian River, or Fort Pierce in Indian River County. And the winter field day starts at 2 p.m. Saturday to 2 p.m. Sunday. Now, normally, this Vero Beach Club, we just stay for the day. The summer field day, we're out, from 2 p.m. Saturday to 2 p.m. Sunday. And so here they got the club trailer set up with the generator, emergency power. Everything is emergency power here, no commercial power. And the purpose behind field day is to get out there and exercise. You want to exercise your ham radio stuff. Get with your locals, try out new antennas and work different, states and other areas on ham radio with emergency power to brush up on your skills for, and then you got this guy, look at him. Good old John Frankie. So you want to brush up on your skills and, get familiar with being portable with radio and setting up things out in the field. That's why they call it field day. Let's give you a little view here of what you'd see here in Indian River County. If you're thinking about relocating from up north and polluting my water, don't. Stay where you're at. Stay where you're at, and enjoy the nature and scenery here in the Indian River Lagoon. Look at this. Isn't this cool? Not a lot of people on boats today because it is cold, but very peaceful out here. The beach is across A1A. And yeah, Round Island Park. What's up, Jen? Where's the boom guy? All right, we got the boom mic.
Okay, here we go. Now that we have the microphone, we're ready to roll. We're here in Vero Beach, Indian River County. We're at the south end of the county. Show them the river here.
Oh, I already did.
Terrible location.
I already did, man. It's
look at the ice flow.
Oh yeah, we got glaciers and icebergs.
Oh man, the polar bear we had to chase out of here this morning. It was 43 this morning when we started, but now it's in the 50s here. So we couldn't get too enthusiastic this morning. Put the beam up on our nice Illuma tower on the trailer, and somebody had smashed one of our quickie cobwebs that's on the side, so we put up the temporary cobweb. Yeah. Made by two of our club members that works great.
Oh, they made that?
Yes.
Oh.
That was bought in a local Vero Beach garage sale. That was called a clothes hanger.
I thought it looked like a clothes hanger.
I think they got it for $5, guys, and made a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
5 band. 10, 12,
multi-band-
15, 17, 20?
Yep, multi-band antenna.
I thought that was a friggin' coat
That
hanger
is
and
a
a clothes hanger, and I was like, well, this might be something different at MFJ and High Gain. I wanted to say that, but wow.
Just making contacts isn't the challenge. Making contacts on some homemade antennas and stuff is part of the challenge. So we're running 3 outdoors, emergency power. We're running CW and voice here on Winter Field Day. We
Okay,
already
so wait,
have burgers.
let's stop because I gotta edit this video together with the amazing lunch and stuff. Now, okay, so for those who are new to Field Day, and I try to explain, it's an exercise. Everybody gets out, participates, all on emergency powers, outdoor.
No, there's people running because of COVID and everything indoors on home power. They changed the rules.
Okay.
So in other words, where available, people are out on lakes, frozen lakes, and people are outdoors, but we're not available. They're indoors. You have to read the rules. They're different than regular Field Day.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so our station right here is what?
3 stations running outdoors, South Florida SFL,
But that we are running on emergency power
and
only.
emergency power.
So battery or generator?
Yep.
Okay,
battery
and we're
generator.
outdoors, so 3 Oscar Sierra Foxtrot Lima.
Right.
So when you hear people on Field Day, they are giving signal reports, and that's basically our club here running 3 Oscar South Florida, and they may be a 1 Delta, which is at home.
No, there's no letters like that. That's regular Field Day.
Well, why are we Oscar?
No, outdoors.
So what's indoors?
Indoors is I.
Oh,
There's
okay.
no
So
letter. You just say outdoors. You don't need to say Oscar.
okay, so it's different than summer
It's
Field Day.
different than
Okay.
Summer Field Day. So
Okay.
you look up the rules on the Winter Field Day group, and you put in Winter Field Day 2022.
Right.
It started today, 2 o'clock Eastern Time, 1900 UTC, goes through 24 hours. So there's plenty of time left after you see this video, probably posted before the end of Winter Field Day, but that's what's going on, not on the work bands, only on your regular band.
No work bands. So
Nope. And no
yeah.
repeaters, so you're running.
So you can't do satellite.
Yes, satellite, you get bonus points.
Bonus
That's
points?
The only one you get 500 bonus points on
I didn't bring my satellite rig
contact.
like I did summer. Why not?
Well, why not?
I don't know.
Okay, so.
Can you do FT8?
No, you can't do FT8. Your digital, which it can be RIDI or PSK or one of the other newer ones, but it has to have the exchange of information required.
So FT4, FT4, JS8 call or FT8 call. It's got to be something that you could
you
exchange.
can add the extra exchange lines of information needed to
Okay.
turn in your digital logs only this year.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So right now we have 3 stations. One's on. I know.
2 are in the
He's over there
trailer
on the
and one on the
ORQ's
bench.
over there on his homemade Bit X, which is getting swamped by RF.
ORQ's just listening and trying out his radio, but you're 3 simultaneous transmitters at a time. So one person can take a break and another person.
But not on the same band.
But not on
You
the
can't
same
have
band.
3. You can't have 3 people on 10 meters. You can't have 3 people
Nope,
on 40
no,
meters.
No 2 people on the same band on the same
Right.
mode, and so they're split up. They're on CW, phone, and on different bands.
Right. Okay. So it takes some coordination with that. You know, that's why the club gets
Eric's
together
the
and does.
coordinator, for Field Day. And I'll tell you, I'm no longer the coordinator for Field Day.
But it does take coordination with the club to get all this arranged because, you know, some people don't have clubs out there and they might say, well, how do we start something like this? How would somebody start a winter field day if they're really not intact with their club or they don't have what if they want to go out with just 3 friends and do something? Can they?
They can do that. They can use their individual calls. They can turn in the sheets. All the directions are on the website.
On the web. The link is in the description under the video.
Yep, you don't need a club to do it.
Excellent. Jan, what do you think about the podcast? Did you listen to the podcast, the very first one?
I listened to the podcast on my 1940 shortwave radio.
You did it with the shortwave
Now, I had
feel.
to keep the shortwave. I was warming my hands on the shortwave, but I had to keep the beer above it on the counter. I didn't want to heat up the beer. So that was definitely a 2-beer show, okay? And it was a good show. I learned something on that Schimmel, what was the name of that digital with the tape?
Oh, Hellschreiber.
Yeah.
Hellschreiber,
so I learned
yes.
something new with that, and a Jim Davis story I never heard before.
The Moss Radio Moscow.
Okay, no, the one with how he got his job.
Oh, right, yeah.
So that was a good one. So it's always good to listen to Jim and listen to you, Eric.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll be tuned in.
Shortwave, the next episode is tomorrow. If you're watching this today, Saturday, Winter Field Day, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow's date is the 30th of January, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. What is that in UTC, Jan?
I don't know.
Okay,
Add
so,
five,
but
5.3.
shortwave, WRMI 5.950 facing Europe and 9.395 kilohertz or megahertz facing North America,
Right. Now,
8 to 9 p.m.
and if you can't hear it properly beside the podcast at your place but want to hear it, the live broadcast, then just go to an SDR receiver. There's many of them online. They're in Europe, they're in the northern
Yes.
part of the U.S., everywhere, and you can just click on something in Chicago, New England, and click on those frequencies and
Yep.
monitor. So you can find a way to listen to it.
Or if you don't have a radio at all, or a computer, or well, you can listen to Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Deezer, Audible, Amazon,
blah, blah, blah.
and probably ones we never heard of. But thanks, Jan, for giving us a heads up on.
Listen on RF, even if you have to use somebody else's SDR receiver on your
And send a
computer.
signal report to me in the email, hamradioconcepts@gmail.com,
Yes,
and
do that.
WRMI. They love signal reports.
Signal report and location.
Yeah, so go to WRMI. There's a sheet on there. You fill out your location, signal report, your name, and tell them what you do. Tell them you like the show. Let's thank WRMI for letting me buy those spots. I really appreciate them.
And let's stay tuned for the next antics of Eric and Ham Radio Concepts.
One day Jan's going to be on that shortwave. That ought to be interesting.
Well, you guys can pick a subject, okay, that you want me to talk about. You've seen enough Eric videos that Eric's thrown.
Why don't you show us your car real quick?
So, you can come on over.
All right,
Look at the
watch
car.
this, guys. Winter Field Day. Okay, so over here, this is so we made a video on Jan's car before.
The electric car this morning, the electric car had a dead 12-volt lead-acid house battery.
Because it's cold
So
outside.
even though the battery's 3 years old, so the cold killed it. So even though the lithium batteries were ready to go in the electric car, the car wasn't ready to go. So anyway, so I took out the wife's 1955 T-Bird.
Right.
So this car was bought new in Miami in 1956, owned by her father.
Here, and the mic is here, just to let you know, because of
And
the wind. Go
5
ahead.
children learned to drive in it, including my wife. And the car's-
1955.
Yeah, 6-volt positive ground with a tube radio that didn't work, but due to my education in ham radio, I was able to fix the vibrator to get the high voltage up and find out which tube was bad and change that. So the radio's working now.
So how do you get a 12-volt ham radio in here and make contacts mobile?
You don't.
How about a step-up converter? 6 volt to 12 volt.
No. I could attach a generator in the back. But anyway, she's got 43,000 miles on her.
Original? Wow.
Yep, 43,000 miles and V8 powered when the Corvette only had a 6-cylinder. A little dirty there and needs a fresh wax up.
That's got a nice
But
paint
they-
job. Is that original paint?
Most of it is, but not all of it. It got hurricaned. The barn doors fell in Miami. This is an original Florida car. Like I said, my father-in-law bought
Look at
it
this.
in Miami.
The
in
seats are
1950
original?
1956.
The seats are original? Oh my gosh.
And bought it in 1956 and had it all these years. So it's been in the family for 65 of its 66 years.
4 on the floor?
No, automatic.
Wow, that is cool, man. The clock works.
And,
Look at the clock, guys.
The clock is too fast, though, guys. I got to slow it down with 2 diodes to drop.
Oh my gosh, that is fast.
Automatic or 2-speed?
3. It only uses 2, unless you kick it down or put it in first. And of
Wow.
course, the hard top comes off, and there's a convertible top behind the seat.
Really?
The exhaust.
That's a convertible. Look
Yep.
at that.
Okay, now the exhaust comes through the bumper here. So
Is that normal?
the actual live, yeah, 1955. This is a stock, just original, not restored T-Bird.
That is pretty neat, man. Oh, dual exhaust. Okay.
Yep.
White wall tire. Look at that, man. That
Well,
thing
I
is
had
pretty
to put
cool.
new tires on it from Coker. I had to put, couldn't get white walls local and couldn't match the Goodyear that was on it.
So where's the tube radio? Is it in the dash?
Yeah, Motorola 8-tube radio in the dash.
8 tubes, huh?
Yeah.
So have you received any radio stations on there yet?
Yes, I fixed the radio, and the first thing I got was country and western on one channel out of Okeechobee, Florida. But no, I got, yeah, and it's nice and loud. So when you have the top off, I took the top off 2 weeks ago and rode up to Melbourne, South Melbourne Beach, and you could hear the radio just fine.
Is it fast?
For its year, it is fast.
Can we smoke the tires?
I'm not smoking the tires. Underneath this car, and this car has no rust. There's no rust. I took the trunk mats out, the floor mats, the headlights out, the tail lights out, checked all the grounds, everything. There's no rust in this car.
Wow, that is
Which
cool.
is very odd for a T-Bird.
What's the I got to see what the motor looks like.
Okay.
I've never seen a motor in a car this old before.
Explain the mounts to everybody.
Yeah, wow, look at this,
Well,
man.
the mounts is a front mount and then side mounts you could see on sticks with rubber.
On
And
sticks,
so-
on rubber.
And
right.
so that's like long threaded rods, and you adjust it
Yeah.
and take the play out of the threaded rods.
But the reason for it was,
No torsional. Well, they didn't want any torsional vibration.
no,
And the
when
motor-
it got in a wreck, the motor would slide down under the car.
It doesn't really, because you got a boxed steel frame.
Yeah.
And you got the cross member. You got an oil bath air cleaner. You have,
What's an oil bath air cleaner?
There's oil. The air goes. There's no paper element in here, so the air comes in the hood scoop, and goes in the air cleaner. It touches in the oil, swirls, so any dirt gets stuck in the oil before it goes into the carburetor.
No way.
Is this a 312 the old cars used to all
292.
be oil bath.
Wow, I feel really young.
It's solid.
292 cubic inches.
292 cubic inches, 198 horsepower. It has solid lifter, so I have to adjust the valves, no hydraulic lifters. And of course, the three-bladed fan is a dead giveaway there for ancient, because they don't have cars with three-bladed fans anymore.
Right. No fan clutch.
Now is that not an alternator? That's a generator.
That's its right.
What's the difference between an alternator and a generator?
A generator generates DC, and an alternator makes three-phase AC. Goes through 6 diodes in the alternator to make the DC to charge your battery.
But one of them, if the generator don't run, the motor won't start. Whereas like an alternator, you can jump it.
The generator will always produce electricity. It doesn't need an outside exciting voltage.
Okay, so
but now there are permanent magnet alternators that they've invented. So it'll do the same thing.
Okay.
But the normal car alternator, if the battery's stone dead, you can't push it and have the alternator kick.
Right. Okay, that's
But see, it doesn't have a magneto, so if you push a dead battery that's completely dead, it won't start anyway.
Is that the coil?
That's the coil. 6-volt positive ground.
6-volt positive ground.
6-volt positive ground, just like all the new telecommunications.
Like the stuff because positive ground is less resistant to lightning.
There you go.
There you go.
So all your early cars were 6-volt positive ground.
Nice.
Now my older car, which you won't see till next year, is Magneto 1913 with the hand crank. But we'll bring that up another day.
I'm just looking for the radio. What kind of radio? I gotta know. We gotta have a ham radio on this thing. How about Thunderbirds on the air?
Thunderbirds on the air? You know, you stumped me, Eric, with that one, because I've never heard Thunderbirds on the air, because there might be, oh, yes, I'm sorry, this car does have ham radio. Guys, Thunderbirds on the air, okay?
That doesn't count.
Now, when I moved this car up from Indiantown, I was working on it at work, and I was didn't know the gas gauge didn't work, and I was talking to Moto Jim on the radio while I was driving along on D-Star.
So it was a Thunderbird.
It was a Thunderbird on the air.
Okay, well, we'll log that in the contacts. All right. So Don here said he's counting. This is K4VRB, Don. And how many people we have already in this cold weather?
So we're at 49.
Wow.
And the interesting thing is nobody's done anything on radio yet that's official with the winter field day, because that's at 2 o'clock. So apparently they're drawn in by food, but they're all talking radio. So it's still the same thing, still counts.
Yeah, and what do we have normally on a winter field day? I mean, 49 sounds like a lot.
Yeah, I think it's actually higher. I don't know how.
We haven't had that many at summer field day, I don't think. Wow.
I don't think how it can be higher with the weather.
I was surprised with the wind and the cold weather, but it seems that food was good, burger was good.
Yep.
And so it's about to start here soon, so I'll give you some footage here of the guys here making contact, see if I make a few, and learn more about winter field day. All right, so after 2 p.m. it starts the event for winter field day, and set up. Everybody's either on a battery or emergency.
Are you on 40 meters?
No, I was on 20, but I'm switching to 17 meters now.
What you got here? You got a Microbit X.
Yeah, this is the old Bit X I've put together. I'm out here messing around with it. I've done some mods to it.
You put that together yourself, huh?
Yeah.
I want to try one of those one day.
Built an internal lithium-ion battery for it, so you don't have to worry about a battery pack.
You know what would be good,
All
Matt?
you do is hook it up to an antenna.
You know what would be good for that? I have a little tuner. It's a board that you can implement in there.
Yeah.
The $40 board they sell online, and you have a tuner built in too.
Yeah,
Automatic SWR and everything.
That's the next thing I'm going to work on, getting that put in there.
How does this thing work for you? Good?
Pretty good. The other day I made contact all the way to Texas. I did do the power mod, updated the transistors inside to 2N222s, and got the power leveled all across the bands.
Right.
So she does pretty good.
Cool, man.
And,
Microbit X. He's bringing his homebrew or a homemade kit radio out here for winter field day.
Put the AGC board in there. So we've done quite a few mods on it. And,
Something I got to play with is some of the Microbit X stuff. Yeah. Do you have to paint the case?
No. The case, you buy the case with it. And all I've done to the case so far is I installed this switch and
I can tell you drilled the holes there.
Hey, now let's
look at that. Don't use a stencil.
I didn't. I did that straight freehand.
You got no filtering in there, man. I can hear him. I can hear him right over your radio.
It's.
Oh boy.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on that design. That's the Microbit X. You could blame him. You could blame him for that quality. He probably didn't solder a wire right. Here's his Chameleon M-Pass. I have one of these, but I asked him about this capacity hat. I need to see if that does that much of a difference there. Then you have over here, we have somebody with a, I guess that's just vertical over here. A lot of the people went either inside a trailer or they took off, they're coming back. I'm not sure. It is cold out here. It's getting cold. Cold for me at least. And let's go see what else we got going on in the trailer.
That's the only reason why.
Yeah, man, it's warm in there. Vero Beach Amateur Radio Club, Emergency Communications trailer. They do have solar on here now. It's running on the built-in generator. Might want to close our flaps here so keep the warmth in there. That's where everybody hovers, is in the trailer. It's cool. So they didn't put the tower up today. They do have a full Illuma tower here that goes up, motorized. The Yagi on the side, over here, the beam. Another cobweb. They didn't set that up this time.
W4 Ocean Tango. Well, let's start a fresh piece of paper here.
Making some contacts.
Full CQ. See what happens.
Yeah, you're busting me up a bit now. I don't know why.
Okay, so forget the oil filter and the air filter. What is a maintenance protocol on this car, Jan?
Okay, the number one maintenance protocol every year is to pull out the clock and have it cleaned and lubricated. Now the clock is a motor clock, and the motor is actually running too fast. It's almost running twice as fast. So what I have to do is, from our ham radio test and everything, I have to put in, each diode will drop at about
volt.
0.6 to a volt, right? Right, so I'm going to put in a string of diodes until I get the clock down to where this slow fast on the motor will adjust.
And what will you
accordingly.
calibrate it to make sure that your diodes are in the right value?
Calibrate it to my
Atomic time.
No, I'll calibrate it to my SIN automatic UTC watch. I'll use my phone like everybody else. Okay, right.
All right, Jan, so it's starting to get wrapped up here. It's starting to drop even more in temperature. You know, normally on a winter field day, we don't stay all day like we do in summer field day, but what was it? Turnout, I heard, was over 50 people.
The turnout was good. We went through plenty of hamburgers and hot dogs and drinks, and then all of a sudden, when it came time to start at 2 o'clock, you know, the boys were fading, and they went home to take a nap, I guess. But that's what happens in winter field day. But the hardcore group stayed.
Yeah.
We ran 3 radios.
Imagine this, the bands came on at 2 p.m.
The bands were turned on by the ARRL just minutes before this started, of course.
I tried to catch it again. I wanted to catch the scope at 1:59 and then watch what happened at 2. I missed it again.
You know, we've been tracing who's in control of the band switch. They're on the planet here somewhere, but we haven't been able to just lock that down to find out who the heck's in control of the band.
So everybody watching, watch the scope on your radio at 1:59 tomorrow, then watch it at 2:01 and tell me the difference. And you post a comment below on how they shut the bands off.
Oh, the bands will be off by 2:01. They'll be quiet as a mouse.
Yep.
You know, every weekend after competition, you know, after the competition, the bands will go dead, and that's when I get on. But anyway, guys, it's been successful. We're packing it up. We only stay for the day here. We don't do the 24 hours.
And it's cold, man. It's friggin' cold.
Oh, don't say that. These people are going to be going, what, are they crazy? They're out at an ice house in the middle of a lake, you know, in Michigan somewhere.
Hey, Bob, what's the conditions in Boston right now, or New York?
Heavy snow continuing up to 2 feet, as they're saying right now, and snowing heavily.
Yeah, it's like blizzard conditions up there right now.
New Jersey's clearing out west to east, and in Boston, Massachusetts is heading east to west.
But everybody's looking already, and they're saying, man, we're snowed in. Look, Jan, look.
Yeah.
Not a cloud in the sky, Jan.
No, there's no bomb cyclone here.
Show the palm trees.
Oh yeah, look, we got palm trees in Florida. So if you are snowed in, I'm sorry, we can go on the playground right now. It is not closed for snow. There is green grass here, so enjoy your blizzard conditions.
Yep, so 7-3 from Florida, KK4 GGJ.
And there you have it. Check out the podcast coming out tomorrow on, again, Apple Podcasts, iHeartMedia, Spotify, Deezer, Audible, Amazon, and WRMI shortwave 9.395 megahertz facing North America, 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is O100 UTC and 5.950 facing Europe. A lot of people were given, I need signal reports and emails. Let's come up with some content. I got a lot of people that want to do some talks on different things. So you got something interesting about your field day that you had this winter? Let's talk about it on shortwave or in the podcast. 7.3 KJ4YZI from beautiful Vero Beach, Florida. That does sound pretty cool.
Like I say, today, the Corvettes had 6 over. I'll bet the
That's
people
pretty
at
cool.
GM were kicking themselves for not putting a V8 in that Corvette.
No, the guy who rebuilt the carburetor yesterday did a great job. Oh, that was me.
Oh, that's the carburetor you were working on
I
yesterday.
worked on that carburetor. It was nasty out, but I had it. Yep.